Hey guys, welcome to my very first podcast. I'm so excited. I'm Jennifer and I am your podcast host. And welcome to Off Script with Jenn. So, in today's podcast, I decided that I wanted to introduce myself to you guys so you at least know who's talking and who you're listening to, and also share some stuff about balancing life as a high schooler because I thought this would be the perfect first episode topic since I feel like so many high schoolers go through a lot. Like, we have so much we have to balance. So I figured that would be the perfect topic since I'd say I'm pretty good at time management, but it's also definitely like a topic to talk about that I feel like not many podcasts talk about. And also, the reason why I created this podcast, or like part of the reason why, is because I wanted to be like a high schooler and I wanted to have like that teenage perspective because as a teenager, I feel like I love listening to podcasts, but it's a lot of people who are like in their 20s or even 30s. And I'm 16, so I feel like we definitely need someone. So I figured I'd be the one. And yeah, let's get straight into the podcast. I just made this ginormous chai latte, and it's actually really good. So grab a drink, sit down, or do whatever you want. Play this video or play the podcast on Spotify if you're listening on Spotify. And let's get straight into today's podcast episode. So, first of all, I guess we'll do a little quick get to know me. I'm Jennifer, and a lot of people call me Jenn, so that's why I decided to name this podcast Off Script with Jenn, because it's a little catchier and also it makes things more personal. And the reason I decided to name this podcast Off Script is because I wanted this to feel more like personal, as if it's like my digital diary, something that I'm just like speaking off of instead of like looking at a script and just following that. So that's exactly what this is. It is definitely off script. I have some notes of what I want to talk about and focus on, but nothing like crazy. Sorry, I think there's a motorcycle outside. But yeah, nothing crazy, just some notes that I'm gonna look at. So, okay. I made a list of things that are like things that make me me, so I thought I'd add it because I feel like if you get to know who I am, it'll make this more interesting and also make you feel like, okay, I can vibe with her. So, okay, the first thing, which is kind of obvious, I've been obsessed with podcasts recently, and this is like a super recent thing. Like, I listened to podcasts here and there, like in my life, but I never really was into podcasts because I was like, I'd rather just listen to music or watch videos instead of actually like listening. But then I was like, wait, I love this because my friend put me on this new podcast and I was really into it. I found some other ones and I just love that when you're listening to a podcast, it feels like it's just like one of your best friends talking to you, and like it's just like a judgment free zone. Like, you're literally just like listening to whoever the podcast person is and just like hearing what they have to say, relating to it, maybe not. It's just really interesting. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's really fun. So I hope that if you don't listen to podcasts and you're seeing this, hopefully I can be a podcast that you really enjoy listening to, because I feel like podcasts are so underrated. Like, let's bring podcasts into 2026. And if you're listening to mine, thank you so much. I hope that I can be one of your new go-to podcasts. Yeah, so that's one thing. Another thing is I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm a Gryffindor, and I've literally been obsessed with Harry Potter since I was like 5 or 6 years old. That is not a lie. I was so obsessed with Harry Potter, and then it kind of died down in the fifth grade. But now I'm like back to my podcast, Harry Potter obsession. So that's a huge thing about me, and I feel like I want to know if any of you guys are into Harry Potter too, because I'd love to talk about Harry Potter. It's Oh my god, I could go on for days about Harry Potter. Another thing is I love making matcha. I feel like a lot of people love making matcha now, but I am Japanese, so it is part of my culture, and I do love making matcha lattes. Although today I went with chai, as you can see, but I love matcha. I actually just had a strawberry matcha yesterday, and it was really good. I did get a matcha set for Christmas too, so I got 3 actually. Yeah, I love matcha. So if you like matcha, we can be friends. Also another drink, I love Diet Coke. It's my favorite soda. I try not to drink it too often because I know it's not that good for you. But like, maybe the diet part makes it better. I don't really think it does though. It's okay. Food. Mango is my favorite fruit. I'm like, everyone knows that I'm a mango lover. Like, mango, anything. I will eat anything that's mango flavored. Mango smoothies, mango drink, mango, like anything. Literally anything. I love mango so much. And I'm also, as you can probably tell, very extroverted. Like, I think I took the Myers-Briggs test and I was like 95% extroverted. Yeah, pretty crazy. I'm very extroverted, but I also do have like an introverted side, or I feel like I've been getting to be a little more introverted. Like, I appreciate alone time a lot more than I used to, because before I feel like I always wanted to hang out. I always wanted to be with friends. I always wanted to do this, do that, do this, do that. But I like being by myself sometimes. And recently, this kind of goes with the podcast thing, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like not wanting to talk to anyone. So I just put my headphones on and literally listen to podcasts. So yeah, but I am an extrovert. And I have all these lists on my laptop. So that's why I'm looking down. Oh, yes. I'm also very passionate about all my relationships. And this is something that I feel like is super personal to me. And I'm sure there are other people out there who are like this. But for me, like, I'm one of those people who like has friends, but it's like I'm not just gonna be your friend. We can be buddies, but like for my friends and my best friends and family, I get like super duper like connected to those people. So it's good and bad, but I thought I'd put it out there. I'm definitely one of those people who's very like passionate about many things, and when I'm into something, like I go all in, including friendships and relationships. And um I love journaling and I love writing, which is why I thought making this podcast would be perfect, because like I literally just have so much going on in my head. I'm always writing things down, always putting things in my notes app. It's crazy. Buy like a new journal every 3 months, but it's not because I finish my journals. I just love journaling, so I want to get new journals. And I also love writing. Like, English is my favorite class, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's a huge thing about me. Reading's also so fun. Like, reading is something I love to do. I just got a Kindle for Christmas, and I already read like 2 or 3 books on it, maybe. And I really love it. I'd highly recommend it if you're into books and you don't have one yet, because it's so light, so easy, and I think it's a lot more affordable than buying a bunch of books. And you can even connect it to your library card. So that's awesome. I have a few more. Okay, I'm super proud to be Asian. So I'm half white and half Japanese, well, half Korean. It's a long story, but we're not going to get into that. Yeah, so if there are any Asians out there, let me know, because I feel like it's super fun to have this like identity where I have mixed cultures, where I think that's just a really fun thing. But all cultures are awesome, but yeah, I'm proud. Anyway, I'm also really into performing arts. This is like probably one of the biggest things about me that like everyone knows about. At school, in my life, my friends, family, like I'm known to be like the dancer, because I am. I love dance. It's my number one favorite thing ever. And I hope to become a professional one day. This will be here to document that, and maybe I'll duet this like 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Yeah, but I'm super into dance. I also do musical theater, getting into the theater world, all that fun stuff. I love singing, dancing, acting, also into some visual arts, but more so performing arts. And I am just super, yeah, those are just some things about me. Yeah, and I hope that helped you get to know me a little bit more. But now we are going to dive into today's podcast episode topic, which is balancing life as a teenager in high school. And I feel like this is such an important topic to talk about because so many people go through the problem of literally trying to balance life and like balancing stress in so many different aspects of school. Because tell me why we literally have so much going on in our lives. Like, we have school, we have social life, we have like after school activities and extracurricular sports or whatever you do. You've got family, you've got relationships. I don't, but there are relationships that people have to figure out. You've got college, which is a whole other topic that we can get into. I'm a junior though right now, so I'm not worried about that. Although it is coming soon, and I do have a lot of senior friends, so I can definitely talk about it. But yeah, school is a lot, or just being a high schooler. And it's just funny because I feel like adults are always like, yep, just wait till you're an adult. That's when it's gonna be the real hard stuff. And it's like, no. No, no, no. High school's hard. Or I don't think it's harder, but I think they're equally as difficult. And I think it's like we shouldn't undermine the fact that high school, or like being a teenager, being the ripe age of 16, you've already got so much going on. It's like, yeah, we need to figure it out. We need to figure out how to balance this. So, yeah, first, let me give you an update on my school life. So, I just finished second quarter literally yesterday. I had my exam for pre-calculus. I'm really not good at math, but honestly, I think the exam went pretty well. It was 2 hours, which was awesome. But yeah, after that, I went to get matcha with my friend and everything was chill. But yeah, just finished second quarter, and honestly, I'm so glad because school is actually, I like my school personally. I know not everyone loves high school. I do like my school a lot just because there are a lot of opportunities, and they try to make it as fun as possible with like homecoming and winter ball and all that fun stuff. So we have a lot of exciting things like that going on. But when it comes to like academics and stuff, I think it's definitely a lot more challenging, especially the school I go to. Yeah, don't get me started. It's supposed to be like a college prep school, so it's very intense for academics. And yeah, it can definitely be a struggle no matter whether you go to a college prep school or you just go to a normal public high school. It's definitely like a challenge to go through that. And I think also, like, I don't know, I've been talking about this with my friends, but I feel like the way that school is formatted is so weird. Like, sitting in classes all day for 7 hours with like a 1 hour lunch in between is just, it doesn't cut it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's crazy. And I'm just like, how are we supposed to survive like a whole day? Also, starting school early. Oh my gosh. My school starts at 7:45 a.m. I don't know why we start so early. Like, it actually doesn't make sense to me because, sorry, those are my curtains in the background. It's really windy outside, but I closed the door so that it wouldn't be so loud, but I feel like you can kind of still hear it. Sorry. But yeah, like, we have a very early start to school, and it's like, why does school start so early? Why can't we wait till 8:30 instead of 7:45? But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. And also, my school's really interesting. My schedule, we have like, what do we have? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh yeah, our school, like, we just finished second quarter. I don't know how things work on the mainland or in at other schools because I actually live in Hawaii. So, yeah, things are a little different. I didn't mention that. I live on an island. Yeah. But yeah, for me, like, on my island, everyone's schools end before winter break, like before 2026 or before the new annual year. But for us, we still had like 2 more weeks of school, and then now we're entering third quarter. And in third quarter, we have college counseling, which is wild. What do you mean? What do you mean? The email said rising seniors, and I was like, oh my gosh. My friends and I were like, wait, we're gonna be seniors next year, and that's crazy. Like, I actually cannot believe it. Like, if any of you guys are juniors, then comment below because I feel like the struggle is real. It's gonna be like, I feel like right now we're in this area where it's kind of just like, we don't have to worry about it. But then it's gonna come so fast, and it's like, wait, what? We're seniors now, you know what I mean? And also, I have so many close friends who are seniors, and they're all graduating in one semester. Like, oh my god, I actually can't believe it. And for me, it's like, or for people in Hawaii, it's especially a big deal because we a lot of us, like, pretty much, or at least at my school, pretty much everyone goes to the mainland. And it's kind of normal to go to the mainland for university because we have what, no, we don't, but we have like one main university in Hawaii, which is University of Hawaii. And then there are like hundreds, if not thousands, of colleges and schools and whatnot on the mainland. So it's just really hard because you don't really get to see those people that much. And yeah, you leave your whole family, your whole life behind just for academics. And it's like, whoa, crazy, but also exciting. Also exciting. I feel like for me, like, I have this mindset where I'm super excited to go to the mainland. Like, I am ready to begin my life and like really just have so much fun living that like university life, like learning, school, making new friends, joining all these clubs. It seems so fun. But I also think it's gonna be hard because, you're leaving your family, and that's like devastating. So let's stay in the present moment. Let's stay in high school. Okay, so yeah, college senior year soon is crazy. But junior year, let's talk about junior year. I'm going to share with you guys my course schedule. It's actually pretty relaxed right now because I'm not taking a history class. Um, yeah, I dropped my history class this year because I really wasn't feeling it. But my course schedule. Okay, period one, I'm going to be. Oh, well, now I have history class because it's third quarter. So, period one, I have some like sustainable development course, which is like my history credit. And it's going to be learning about like keeping the island clean and safe and healthy and like working on food sustainability. So, that should be interesting. And then, period two, I have my honors independent research class, which is where I get to pick a year-long research topic and then just focus on that. Sorry, let me. This is really good. You guys should make a chai latte at home. I actually made it from scratch. I like mixed up spices, put some sugar in, some vanilla in hot water, and then brewed some tea. Then I cooled it while I was taking a picture and prepping for this podcast. And then I mixed it with oat milk, and it's really good. It's really good. I think I'm entering my chai era. I really like it. Anyway, what were we talking about? I'm gonna lean back a little. Oh shoot! Oh yeah, sorry, excuse me. Period three, I have a free period. Yeah, period three, I have a free period, which is literally a lifesaver. And then period four, pre-calculus, my least favorite class. It is such a struggle. Hello. Sorry, motorcycle again. 1 second. I'm gonna close the curtains because I think my it's like dying. Okay, 1 second. Okay, hello. I am back. I don't really know if that really made much of a difference, but anyway, so period 4 I have pre-calc and I'm more of like an English history girl, so having math is so difficult, guys. Pre-calculus is not for the weak, and I'm literally in regular. I'm not in honors or AP or anything like that. But yeah, then after that, I have period 5, which I'm pretty sure is my English class, and I'm going to be taking Women in History. So that will be a very exciting topic because I don't know, I think it'll be interesting to learn about some like feminist things, and I'm kind of into that, so I'm excited to learn about it. And then period 6 is college counseling, which I'm honestly kind of excited for because I really want to know about like the whole process, and I think that's like where you start like meeting your counselor, you set up your email that you're going to get all your acceptance letters from. And yeah, that'll be interesting. And then period 7, I have dance because my school does have a performing arts program, so I have dance like within my course schedule. And then after that, I have musical theater. So that's super fun. Yeah, that's my school day. Let me know what you guys feel about that. Like, what is your school schedule like? I wonder what kind of classes are you guys taking? It's really interesting. I feel like everyone has such different class schedules, which makes like the college application process so weird because it's like my school's really hard, guys, I promise, but you can get A's at one school and B's in another school. That's so much harder, but whatever. Yeah, school is definitely a struggle. But then we have this whole after school situation. For me, after school, right now I'm doing the spring musical at my school, which is basically this thing where you're part of a huge musical production and it's grades 7 through 12, so it's a pretty big thing. You don't get to be like in it guaranteed, so it's not a course, it's like a team, basically like a sports team. But it's a musical theater cast, and I'm playing Mrs. Wormwood, and we're doing Matilda. So that is going to be so fun. And this is like my first big role that I've ever had. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've been doing musical theater since I was in 6th grade, but I've never played a lead before or like a lead role. I've only ever been in the ensemble, which I'm not complaining. Ensemble is so fun. And I kind of miss being in the ensemble this year, but I'm just as excited to be playing a big role and also having the huge dance break. Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. So we're working on that after school, which is normally like 3:15 to 5:30, and then after that, I have to go to my school dance team, which is kind of around that time. So I've been missing some. So I normally go like 5:30 to 6, or yeah, not that long. And then after that, some days I also have my studio dance. So then I drive to my studio. So there's a lot going on. And I'm sure a lot of you guys definitely go through some. Oh my god, why are there so many motorcycles outside? I bet you guys definitely go through something similar. Like, I think especially being someone who like does sports or extracurriculars, it makes it really hard to like balance all of that. So people always ask me like, Jen, how do you finish all your homework? And because my school gives a lot of homework, but for me, I find that what helps the best is honestly just being very, very responsible with your time. So I had 2 free periods this semester, which honestly saved me. So I do all of my homework during my free periods, and whatever I don't get done, I do in class. Yeah, you're not really supposed to be doing that, but honestly, guys, like you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, I normally do some of my homework during class as well. I try to finish it before the class is done, and then whatever I can't do in class, I do during my frees. And then if I really can't finish it, I just do it the next morning because I'm so tired by the end of dance and after school. Like, I'm not doing homework at all. It actually takes a lot for me to do like anything, but in the morning I'm so motivated. Like after school I literally don't want to do any schoolwork, but then in the morning when I arrive at like 7:30 in the morning, I'm like locking in, like doing all my homework, and then it slowly dwindles down by the end of the day. But yeah, if you guys struggle with time management, I highly recommend listening to music or listening to podcasts. And because for me, oh my god, I love listening to podcasts when I do my schoolwork. I don't know, it helps a lot because there's something going on in the background. You can even just like lower the volume to make it really soft. And then as you're doing your work, you know, you just kind of, oh, hello, sorry. As you're doing your work, it's all very simple. So yeah, it's really good. And just like trying to do your work during those small periods of time when you might just like open your phone and start scrolling, like do your work. It helps so much, and it's so worth it in the end when you don't have to do anything and you can say yes to late night dinner with the fam, or you can watch your favorite episode or even binge a couple, you know, instead of worrying about doing homework or studying if you do it earlier. So I highly recommend that. And yeah, that's definitely a huge part of my day-to-day life. But then we also have social life, and I feel like that's a topic we need to talk about. Socializing as a high schooler is literally insane. Okay, where do I even begin? Okay, first of all, if you're like a junior or a senior or even a sophomore, some of the youngins at my school are kind of wild. But like it's giving Gossip Girl IRL. Like people party hard at my school, but not at school, of course, but people who go to my school go to lots of parties, and I think parties are really fun. I've actually never been to one. That's kind of awkward that I'm saying this. I'm not like closed off to going to parties. I just am like super busy, so I don't have time. And I'm also just not really into, you know, the things that go on at parties, if you know what I mean. Don't want to say anything like verbally, but you know what I mean. It's wild there. And I don't know, I think it's fun, like the socializing, the music, the vibes, how everyone's just like a little looser, a little more fun. I think that is so fun, but I don't know, other than that, I'm not super into going to parties, but at my school, a lot of people are into that. A lot of people also have relationships. Guys, I think I'm going to have to make a whole episode on being single in high school because it's honestly a struggle. It's a struggle because we have winter ball in 1 or 2 weeks, and I think that's actually when I'm going to film that episode because I'm sure that when I go, it's going to be wild because I'm going with my friends. We're on a table of 10 because all the tables have 10 people, and I think more than half my table has dates, and then there's like 4 of us. Oh, okay, that's actually not bad. There's 4 girls, and then there's, well, I can't do math. 3 couples, so 4 and 6. So, it's actually pretty even, but there are there were a bunch of winter ball like proposals, so it's just like prom proposals. You're like, hey, like, will you go to winter ball with me? And they make a really cute sign. Some of the cutest ones I saw, there was an Olivia Dean one, and it was like, only have a couple minutes to ask you to winter ball, like, I don't know, something like that, and they played the music in the background. There was also one of my friends got a Curious George themed one, and it said something like it would, oh, do you want to turn Winter Ball upside down with me? And it played the upside down song with, and then he had like a little monkey stuffed animal and like little bananas and yellow flowers. That's so cute. Honestly, half the reason I want to get asked is just to get a sign and flowers and a gift because sorry, half the reason I want to get asked is just for that. Like, oh my god, that seems so fun and so cute. And then you get to dance together, and when there's like 5 slow songs, you at least have a date. So maybe for prom, guys, junior prom, I'm hoping for a date, but If not, you know what? That's honestly fine. I'm kind of okay with going to winter ball by myself because I think it's actually still going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's honestly, it'll be fine. But yeah, I'm glad my school has like all these social events because it just makes school a little more exciting. It like eases all the craziness of school so you can have something to look forward to on the weekend. And yeah, it helps you socialize because it's literally a school event. But also like friend groups and stuff, let's talk about it. I think at my school it's quite cliquey. Like we have this huge group of people and they're all like the like popular kids, I guess, but they're not really popular. Like they're just all kind of a group that like established themselves as popular, but it's like not, they're not actually popular, if that makes sense. But we have that, and then there's like all the jocks, right? And then you've got your like computer geniuses, and then you've got your like theater kids. I'm not in that friend group, by the way. Okay. And then you got what, there's like the like artist kids, you've got the like interesting ones, and then you have like the normal kids. Oh, sorry, is my like phone dying? I don't know. Yeah, you've got all those people and it's really interesting. You've just got all the different friend groups, and then the rest is just like normal people, which I'm in the normal person friend group. It's like you're cool, you're fun, you're nice, you've got a life, you know, but you're also not crazy. And then we are just kind of like there. But that's what my grade is like. It's kind of interesting. I personally wish our school didn't have cliques because it makes like everything so much harder when you have cliques, because then like you have to have a friend group. Like if you don't have a friend group, it just makes everything so hard at school because that's who you eat lunch with. Like you don't change. You sit with your group. Like you don't hang out with other people during lunch. I mean, you can, but everyone normally just stays with their friend group. Every social event you go to, like winter ball, your table is with your friend group. Your I don't know, homecoming pictures with your friend group. Like everything's with that group. And it's just very like exclusive and closed off. Like it doesn't really give you a chance to open up and like strengthen other friendships that you have because you're only ever spending time with like your best friends. So it's kind of interesting. And definitely not my favorite. I think that's the one thing about high school is like, yeah, it's so clicky, and I know that's why people say high school's either like the best or the worst years of your life. And I think for me, it's not, I don't want to say it's my worst, but I don't think it's gonna be my best either. I think it's like kind of right there. I think it's here for the time, and it's good to have that, but definitely not something that I'm like, woo, high school. I think college is gonna be a lot more fun than high school. I have a lot of friends who are in college right now, and they're like, oh my god, like, just you wait till you enter college. You're gonna have the time of your life. They're like, partying, but they're also like, school is so much easier. Well, that's because my school's like really hard, but they're like, yeah, school's easy, everyone's so nice, everyone wants to make friends. I know this isn't everyone's experience, but I feel like it's the average experience that a lot of people go through, and they're like, yeah, like just join all these clubs, like go on lunch dates with all your friends, like I don't know. I'm so excited. And you're also just in a brand new place. So you get to literally have a fresh start, you know? You're not carrying whatever like title you got in high school from that one day in 8th grade where you like, I don't know, did something funny and suddenly you're the class clown. You know what I mean? It's like you get to just like completely rebrand yourself, and I think that is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, socializing in high school is honestly kind of crazy. But luckily, we have friendships. And I think friends are, I mean, obviously, friends are important. But I feel like, it's hard to make really good friends, especially in high school, because some people are still figuring out like who they are, what type of stuff they're into. So I feel like for me, like over the course of the years, my friends have changed so much at school. In 7th grade, I had this big group of 10, and I don't think none of us are, I mean, we're all still, buddies, but we're not in the same friend group anymore. And it's just like really hilarious. Like, we're all separated on our own paths. And then we have eighth grade, which was kind of like a smaller version of that. Seventh grade, wait, what? No, ninth grade, even smaller. Add some people in there. 10th grade, the smallest group that I've had. And then junior year, I'm like in a huge group again. So it's like crazy how things can just like shift so dramatically. But it's also like important to realize that you're not gonna keep the same friends that you've had since seventh grade. Which, yeah, I mean, I have some friends, like best friends that I've had since I was 7, but we don't go to the same school. But I mean, like in high school, like if you're not still best friends with the person you were best friends with when you were 12, like that's literally so normal, and you do not have to worry about that. And I've realized at first I was like, oh, like why can't I keep any friends, like there must be something wrong. But it's like, I mean, sometimes oh my god, okay, sometimes there are things, like some people, girl, you do have to fix yourself, like you are causing problems. But other times, like if you do really feel like, yeah, like I think I am a good person, which you should feel like that. If you really are a good person, and if you like know yourself, then like it's not always your fault. It's not like your fault that you're not keeping friends. It's more so that you guys are just changing. Like you're just not really the same. Like I had this best friend last year that I've been best friends with since the 7th grade, and yeah, I sort of cut ties with her. Like I was like, yeah, like I don't think we should be friends anymore. She was pretty toxic, but aside from the actual like toxic friendship part, she also just like was really changing, like for me, like you know how I am, because I did that whole get to know you. But for her, she was really starting to get into that whole party like vibe, which is totally awesome. Like that's great. But like she was getting into it, and I was like, yeah, like I don't think that's really good for you. Like you shouldn't do that. And she's like, what do you mean? Like that's part of high school. So then I was like, yeah, I think it's gonna be better if we just separate and go our own ways, so I can be with people who match my energy, and you can be with people who match your energy. And that honestly really helped, because I mean, I don't like really stalk her or anything, but I do know. Oh my god, why are there so many motorcycles? What? Anyway, I know that what she's doing now, she's like partying all the time, and I mean, she's having fun, so good for you, girl. But for me, I am glad I'm not with that, and I'm doing my own thing. So yeah, like friendships are definitely something that I've had to navigate a lot in high school, but I've also realized like now I have this whole thing where it's like I really just only want to be friends with you if you like give me good energy. Like I don't have to be your friend. Like we don't have to be friends. Like why are you in a friendship with someone who literally does everything but like be nice to you, you know? And it's like I don't know why we're normalizing like friendships where we just take each other's energy. Like let's normalize simply having friendship breakups and like being okay with it, because it's for the better of both people, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I think it's a lot better, just be friends with people who actually make you feel good, who are kind, who are loving, who care about you. And like, yeah, you are gonna have fights, you are gonna have ups and downs, and that's totally fine. Another thing, I feel like we need to normalize fighting with friends. It's so normal. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone fights. It's kind of part of life. If you have a fight, it doesn't mean your friendship is over. It literally just means like you guys agree to disagree, and that's fine. And when you can get past a fight, that's when you know a friendship is real. It's like when you both can learn from that and then, continue on and continue forward with your friendship. That's when you know like it's a good friendship. But if you're always just like well, this is for like best friends or like deeper friendships. With regular friends, I feel like you don't fight that much. You shouldn't be fighting with like your buddies, but like with your best friends and stuff, so normal. Yeah, those are just my 2 cents on friendship. I think it's definitely something that has revolved around in my life. But yeah, it's definitely a lot. But I hope that I can be your friend, your online friend on a podcast. And yeah, so this was just kind of my talk on high school and everything. I mean, oh wait, I actually have one more thing I did want to talk about. I quickly wanted to add some driving updates. I don't know if you guys are driving, but for me, yeah, it's kind of normal at my school to get your license and get a car and drive everywhere. And yesterday, my friend got her license like 5 days ago, freshly got her license. She literally drove me yesterday after exams. We went to a cafe, then we went to this like little town square area with like all these cute shops and restaurants. It was so fun, and I was like, oh my god, this is my motivation to actually drive and actually get my license, because it's so important. Like, I'm gonna need to know how to drive, and I want to get it quick. So wish me luck, guys. I hope I can get my license. And yeah, driving, I don't know. I don't think I'm bad, but I just need to practice more because I'm so busy. I'm never practicing, but I think if I do practice, I can hopefully get my license before summer. Let's go, guys. I will let you know. I'll keep you updated on my driving experiences, but we will see. We'll see if driving goes or not. Hopefully it does. I don't know, but that's a quick thing I wanted to add because there's that whole aspect of high school too. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my podcast. This very first episode was so fun. I'm already loving the experience. I think it's fun to be able to just say what I want to say, and hopefully it's fun for you guys to kind of, you know, make a new friend. Oh, sorry, was that a notification? Anyway, yeah, hopefully this was a good experience for you guys, and please like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is. And yeah, you guys can listen to my podcast on Spotify or on YouTube, and I'm really excited to see you guys next week with another episode. So happy Sunday. Is it Sunday? Happy Sunday to you guys, and I will see you next week. Thank you for listening to Off Script with Jen, and please comment anything. I'd love to chat with you guys. Bye bye. Thank you. Mwah.